Ruin has come to our industry. You remember our early RPGs, creative and interesting, gazing proudly from their stoic perch above the television, though new games of the genre live their entire lives in that shadowed praise, fattened by decadence and greed, never meeting the expectations of those before. With relic and ritual, they spent every effort trying to recover those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of their fortunes on MMO capabilities and microtransactions. Yet we played on. Every mediocre storybook RPG, every MMO reboot, every mobile game adaptation, until we had reached a realm of tedium and madness. You remember our early RPGs, creative and interesting. It is a festering abomination! I beg of you, return to root format, claim your birthright, and deliver us gamers from the ravenous, clutching shadows.
Hello everyone and welcome to JroPlays. Today I'm here to talk about the 2016 RPG Darkest Dungeon, developed by Red Hook Studios and published by Merge Games.
This was a game I heard a lot about, but never really had very much interest in. To me, it looked like just another cookie-cutter dungeon crawler with a weird art style. But holy hell, I've never been so happy to be wrong.
So I'm kind of excited about this one, so I'm just gonna leave my sanity at the door and dive straight into the Lovecraftian horror that is Darkest Dungeon.
Darkest Dungeon is the tale of a group of adventurers who come to a long-forgot hamlet, adventuring towards a desolate manor, where the former owner, driven mad by want of power and greed, unleashes an unspeakable evil upon the land. Your group must slowly conquer that evil and drive them back into the depths. Also, your adventurer's gonna die. A lot. Like a lot. Like all the time. And that's okay, because a carriage will come every day who will, bring you more adventurers who you can lead to their untimely death.
As far as atmosphere goes, holy shit, this game nails it. It nails it. The eldritch scenery, the unsettling designs of the monsters, the use of sound to create an atmosphere of just terror. I mean, just listen to this clip. This is just when you sit in the dark. The palette choices are genius, the use of dark reds and grays emphasizing the muted colors of pretty much everything.
There's also these constant overlays of your dead relative who narrates the game, which is exceptionally off-putting.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled, they can be beaten. Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike. Ancient traps lie in wait, unsprung and thirsting for blood.
The whole game is just so dreadfully pretty. As much as the art style was a turnoff for me initially, it just works in the context of the game. The gameplay itself is a weird amalgamation of Dungeons and Dragons, side-scrolling RPGs, and old-school point-and-click adventures. It's basically kind of like Paper Mario, but with double the Cthulhu. It's also got this really interesting mechanic that kind of makes it feel not dissimilar to a management sim.
You have to manage who's in your party, who's going out on what mission. You have to manage their stress levels, their personal quirks and fears, their skills, their equipment, their diseases, upgrading buildings to deal with these problems better. And after all of that, you can send them to their horrible, inevitable ends.
And I know, someone's gonna call me out because I played on Radiant. Yes. I did it. I did it because every goddamn thing in this game is a nightmare. I had never played this game before, and for this review, I immediately jumped into normal mode, and oh my god, this game is unforgiving.
Because this game goes out of its way to remind us all that death is just a creeping rat in the shadows, waiting unseen at any moment to jump out and sink its teeth into us. The difficulty's brutal. Your players will die. They die a lot. This is a good thing, though. Walking through the game is an anxiety-riddled nightmare. Monsters do just as much damage as you deal out, and they have just as much health, if not more. They are a real, constant, and unavoidable threat. Running out of torches is scary because darkness will literally drive your party into a stress-fueled insanity until their hearts give out. Going to bosses is stressful because you have to dungeon crawl before that, and God forbid somebody dies, because I'll tell you what, these bosses are fucking hard.
All of this makes it exciting. It makes even slaying a single monster a huge victory, never mind completing a boss dungeon. Hell, here's a clip where I beat the boss with my entire party being at 1 HP.
As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves. Ringing ears, blurred vision, the end approaches. The bigger the beast.
Darkest Dungeon is a fresh take on a dying genre. A genre I really thought I was done with. RPGs have gotten so stagnant and predictable with very few exceptions. Yet here's Darkest Dungeon, which gives me a real hope that a crowd-funded team of 7 people with a vision can make an extremely fun, original, stressful work of art. One that to me revitalizes the genre in a way that a game like Undertale really couldn't. As solid as a game like Undertale is, it's based on this nostalgia of old-school JRPGs, and Darkest Dungeon feels like a breath of fresh air for the first time in years. Thank you for watching this episode of JroPlays. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe. I've got a few things planned for the next couple of weeks, so I hope you'll come back and check those out. And if there's any other games you'd like to see me review, please let me know in the comment section below.